So tell me a little bit about what you feel are the benefits of movement in dance.
Oh my goodness. How much time do you have? I mean, any simple Google search can run you article after article after article, and there's just so much research. So let's just be very general, because
absolutely.
Just to be quick, from a physical standpoint, when we first started, I said I dance through life because it is an analogy for the things that I'm experiencing.
Wow.
And even if I'm not, or even if you're not a professional dancer, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because the rules still apply. Like, for example, there's terminologies in dance, like how do we create relationship between dancer and audience, or dancer to dancer, partnering when you're when you're partner dancing? How do you create that connection between you and a partner? Well, that's not just between, if you're salsa dancing and you have your partner, that's not just that moment. It's in life. It's with a friend of mine. How can I create space?
Yeah.
How do I move in space?
Yeah.
Well, how do I move in space in life in general? Like, and how what does that look like throughout my day? And you can make dance fun by taking it out of the context of I don't have training, and in the abstract world, like, how do I dance in my car? How do I move in my car? And you're like, well, that seems silly, Alicia. Like, I don't mean just dancing at the red light and when your jam comes on, but it's an awareness of how you move. How am I turning that steering wheel? How am I looking left and right? Because I mentioned to Stephanie before our podcast, I had experienced neck pain for 5 years. And I felt very angry at my body that I couldn't dance and move the way that I wanted to because I was in so much pain. And I was convinced that I would never, I was convinced, sadly, that I would never be the dancer that I wanted to be because I'm forever stuck with this neck pain.
Wow.
And that brought, just saying that out loud makes me feel, I can feel in my body how heavy, muscular endurance, cardiovascular health. It decreases heart disease, can assist with lowering blood sugar. So if you have diabetes, it helps with response, like nervous response in your nervous system. It helps with agility. It helps with strength. It helps with balance. The benefits go on and on and on. We can talk about the emotional health and how, especially now, during this COVID quarantine, doctors will say in general, exercise, keep the body moving. Doesn't matter what, walking, running works for you. But in terms of dance, there's something to be said about listening to your favorite song and just being free to move. There's something unexplainable like that happens in your body on an energetic level that really shifts. You have the endorphins, you have all these hormones that make you feel better. And science proves that dance can boost your immune system. And you think, oh well, I'm just not a dancer. You are. Every human, look at a 5-year-old and play their favorite music, and they just stomp their feet and they wave their hands, and and we think it's the most adorable thing in the world. So something happens as we get older.
Absolutely.
It's like, well, that looks foolish, or it feels silly to just to wave my hands, that's not everybody thinks that, but I can understand that for some people it feels funny, it feels awkward. And I teach dance fitness for a living, and I see it and hear it all the time when people will, in the gym will walk by, well, that looks fun, but I would love to try it, but it's not for me. I can't keep up. It looks like everybody else knows what they're doing and I don't know. Am I getting in trouble? Like this, this is not, we don't know what they're thinking and how they're processing the information.
Absolutely.
And so what dance can do, and I'm saying on a larger level, the dancing helps release some of the emotions that get trapped in our nervous system. it literally, these moments and these memories are imprinted and on cellular level in our DNA.
Yeah.
And movement, people go to counseling and they're like, well, I've been seeing a counselor for 5, 6, 7 years, whatever, years, and for some they're missing the movement component. And that's why dance therapy exists. Because for someone who's experienced trauma, their emotions go up, their nervous system is heightened, all this adrenaline is released, but their parasympathetic nervous system hasn't given them an opportunity to calm back down. And they just haven't been able to go through the whole process in order to heal.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to these short clips about movement in the classroom. If you are interested in learning more, please check out below in the description how you can listen to this entire podcast.